Hey crew, it's Pitt, and I'm back on another reaction video. Today we got a brand new recommend. This is Jason Isbell and the 400 Unit, King of Oklahoma. Let's dig in and see what's up. I was told this was right up my alley, and it says, the following film contains graphic depictions of substance abuse and domestic violence, which some viewers may find disturbing or traumatizing. Viewer discretion advised. All rigs, baby. All rigs. Is that technically a derrick? Like, I was never in the oil field, but I think the derricks are the smaller ones and the rigs are the really big ones. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments. Let's take that back a second, because what he's pouring out right in his hand right here to go to work, that's a problem. Like, if you can't work without that, you're in the wrong line of business. And I say that as somebody who is in construction and is disabled. Like, if that's what it takes to go to work, you're doing the wrong thing. Construction is a young man's game. But I am so blessed that I don't even know what pill that was supposed to be. Like, it almost looks like an old school Loratab or something, but I haven't seen pain pills in so long, I couldn't tell you.
We'll take the copper from the work site, meet me there at midnight.
Sound like y'all related to Methany.
They ain't got a camera or a guard. Write my own prescription if I can't get a fix, son. Shit's about to get real hard. Molly don't believe me, says she's gonna leave me. The kids won't even know my name.
All because of a choice. And I know somebody's going to get triggered by this, but addiction is a choice. Every single time you put one of them pills in your mouth, you're making the choice to do so. Now, the other choice is a shitty one, right? Getting off of pills is a terrible thing. The shakes, the sweats, the scratching, the not sleeping, the shits, the everything. I know, I have been there. It is terrible. It is better on the other side every single time. And while you are being told that you have a disease, that is not true. You are making a decision every single time that you do whatever it is you're addicted to.
Put a gallon in the step side with a little help by morning. I won't feel no pain.
With the broken screen.
Never thought I'd wind up this far behind. Just a couple years back we had it made. I was emptying my bladder on a 20-foot ladder. Should have climbed down and found myself some shade.
Bet.
Doctor took a quick look and I got out the checkbook and left with a pocket full of pills.
And so it begins, the downward spin. No one knows where it ends.
Now my back's still hurting and I'm too weak for working.
He just gave you the key line in this whole thing right there. Did you catch it? If you've been around here for a while, you know what I'm talking about.
Now my back's still hurting and I'm too.
That was it. The pain pills do not take away your pain. Like, when you first start, for a very brief period, you do have a pain-free bit, right? But after a while, you don't, because your body gets used to that. The pain pills are a stopgap, just like the psychotropics. They're a stopgap. They are not meant for you to take continuously. They are not meant for you to stay on. It is something until we can figure out how to fix this. Now, if you're familiar with my story, and that's why we're here, right? It's for personal relation of these events. I have been injured a lot. I blew out my shoulder, and I had 2 surgeries on it, and that's when I got on pain pills. And I did a lot of pain pills over the 2 years that they gave me for this, or 3 years, because after they quit giving them to me, I started buying them on the streets and stealing them from people and doing whatever I had to get the pain pills. But you know what? The pain did not go away. I just cared less. It masks the symptoms to a certain degree. That is true. Like, you can turn. Like, if I take medicine, I could probably do more things, but all that is doing is compounding the problem, because you take the pill and then you go out and do the thing that aggravates the injury, and it doesn't help, so you eat another one, right? Instead of waiting the 4 hours, you're like, it's 3.5, that's close enough. And then you eat another one, and you're like, well, it was 3 hours, and that's close enough. And the next thing you know, you got a handful of that shit, and you're just shoveling it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Getting off of it is horrible. Anytime that you have the choice to prolong it, do so. I'm currently sitting on 13 either bulging or herniated discs. 3 of them are massive herniations that impinge my spinal cord. If I look up and cough, I get an electric shock across my whole body that would probably stun most people. I've turned my head the wrong way and I piss on myself. That is a real life situation for me. I have real life problems. I refuse to take these pills. I use cannabis, and it does the same thing. It doesn't get rid of the pain, right? It makes me better. It makes me able to function. I can turn and move, but it doesn't numb me to the point where I'm aggravating my injuries. I still remember they're there. I'm just able to function through it. And with cannabis, I don't have all of these withdrawal problems. I don't have the problem of, oh my God, I'm out. I don't have that problem. Normally around once a year, right around Christmas time, right around this time of the year, I normally just stop for a month or two, and I live with the pain, and it sucks because I wake up at a 7. Right, my best day ever is a 7, and so I wake up and I go through my day with the pain so that I can readjust my body to where the medicine is effective for me. You can't do that with opioids. If you try and get like, oh, I'm going to stop taking opioids for a month and then get back on it, watch and see what happens to your body. Like, first, the withdrawals are going to fucking kill you, right? Not literally, possibly literally, but not literally. But it really sucks. Like, it really sucks. Hot and cold flashes, sheets of sweat just dripping off of you for no reason. Shaking and like shitting all the time. It's terrible. But then when you get back on them, it's the same problem. You get shakes and shivers and sick and nasty. It's the same problem. You don't have that with cannabis. And I'm not even advocating, right? That's what I use. That is my personal experience, and it is so much better than opioids. It does not take away the pain, but neither does opioids. It masks the symptoms. It masks the pain. It does not take it away. If you're not able to have surgery and you've got a bad back, get the fuck out of construction. I understand that is hard. I understand that it is a problem. Don't wind up like me where I can't do shit. Right? The fact that I can walk is a big deal. The fact that I do walk every day is a big deal, and I do it without these additives. I genuinely, like, these things serve a purpose. They are great for when you have a surgery to keep you from feeling that shit. That's a wonderful thing. It is not meant for you to not feel depression to take a pain pill. I'm loving this song. It literally breaks my heart, right? Like, the people in your life, when you are using, they know the minute something is wrong. They know when you don't look them in the eyes right. They know when you're shifting your words around. They know when you're hiding shit. They know every time. They may not say nothing. And it may not be every time, right? It may take them a little while to catch on. And when they do, the betrayal that you were giving them by lying to them and deceiving them it's a lot. It's as much as cheating.
I was all set up to do it, but some bastard beat me to it. There's a copper pipe left on the lot. Got a loan out on the truck, but I'm running out of luck, and the title is the only thing I've got. Molly's gonna leave me, says she don't believe me. I got nothing left to lie about. She's going back to Bixby, tired of trying to fix me. Says I got some shit to figure out. She used to wake me up with coffee every morning, and I'd hear her homemade house shoes slide across the floor.
It turns you into a whole different person. Like it's such a plague upon our house. And by our house I mean humanity, because I consider us all the same people, right? It is a plague upon our house. Because everything associated with this stuff goes bad. It goes south so fast. Like, people that would never consider putting their hands on a woman will do it to hide a lie. Then
She used to make me feel like the king of Oklahoma, but nothing makes me feel like much of nothing anymore. She used to wake me up with coffee every morning, and I'd act like I was sleeping till she walked back through the door. She used to
this song it's great. It is bringing awareness to such a horrible issue, and I love it. But it's breaking my heart.
make me feel like
Like, there's nothing more important in life than finding love, establishing a family, and doing right by them. For a man, there is nothing more important than that. Your job is not more important than your wife and your children. It's not. And I know that we get pushed in that direction as men. I know that. But it's what you leave behind is not your job.
king of Oklahoma, but nothing makes me feel like much of nothing anymore.
All right. We'll let the credits run on out. Y'all make sure y'all get back over and show some love to Jason Isbell. This was great, right? I love being able to talk about these issues, and I know that I step on a lot of toes when I talk about these issues, but it's because I've been there, right? When I talk shit about this, it's not from somebody that has never done it, right? I have been deep in this game. Like, besides being addicted, I used to sell dope. I know a lot about dope. And there is nothing good and positive that comes out of that. Like, you can use the proceeds you make from selling dope to get away from that, and that is literally the only good thing that can come from that. Like, everybody in the game is out to ruin you. They may be your best friend, but if they get a chance to hit a lick, they will take that chance. They will hit that lick. When you're in addiction, you can't have friends because you're scared that you might have to share with them. You're scared that they might take it. You're scared that they're going to run a game on you. So you isolate yourselves and make the problem worse. And I know saying that addiction is a choice sets a lot of people off because it is so much easier to be able to shunt that responsibility off onto a disease. But it is not a disease to make a choice. It is not a disease to look at something and decide, yeah, I'm going to do it. Now, as I said, it is a shitty choice to say, no, I'm not, especially when you're in pain. But again, I am not talking out of my yeah on that one. When I started doing my walks, it took me 45 minutes to walk 1 mile. Right? Well, it took me 45 minutes to move this broken body 1 mile. But now it's a lot better. Now I'm pushing 2 miles. When I walked in for Social Security, the Social Security doctor told the judge, I don't see how this man is walking. And now I am walking 2 miles. I refuse to have the victim mentality mindset that leads to addiction. Addiction is a choice. It is a shitty one every time. And you should choose better every single time. It is extremely hard to not make that choice. But especially if you have people depending on you, make that choice. I don't care what your addiction is. Put it down. It can be pills, it can be liquor, it can be porn, it can be whatever it is causing the break in you and your family. Let it go. It can be television. It can be fishing. It can be hunting. All of those can be addictions, and they can be detrimental to your relationships. If you allow that to happen, if you make the choice that this is more important than my family, then it will be more important than your family. You are making that choice. And when you can accept that responsibility, that yes, this is my choice, and I'm going to change it because I don't like it. I hate this shit. I don't like waking up looking for a pill bottle every morning. I don't like going to sleep wondering where my pill bottle's at. I don't like this situation. I miss my kids. Whatever it is that it takes to get you off of that shit, get off of it. I understand pain sucks. There are other options, and I'm not saying that cannabis is the only one. Sometimes surgery is not an option. I don't have an option for surgery. Like, they can't just go in and surgically fix me. I'm going to be living with this for the rest of my life unless God decides to take it away himself. I understand that at some point I'm probably going to have to use this tool because opioids are a tool. But I am delaying that as long as I possibly can, and I have already delayed that for 12 years. So that is 12 years that doctors have been throwing these pills at me because it hurts me every day. I've got 2 sayings, and my kids have picked up on them, and it's kind of fucked up. But the one of them is, it only hurts me when I breathe. Right? So that to me is a positive thing. I know for people, that's a hard thing to understand. It only hurts me when I breathe. And the other one is, it only hurts a lot. I can live with a lot. And so that is my sayings to me when the shit gets hard, when it gets really painful. It only hurts a lot when I'm walking down the road and my leg don't want to work right. And I can feel like I'm stepping on an iron nail with every single footstep. That's a real thing that happens to me every time. It only hurts a lot. I can deal with a lot. You know what I can't deal with? I can't deal with the shakes and the sweats. I can't deal with the lies and the lack of accountability. I cannot possibly deal with the thought of losing my wife and children behind an addiction. I can't do that. I can live with a lot, but I can't live with that. And that's where we're going to wrap this up. Jason, thank you for this. Y'all make sure y'all get back and show some love. The link is in the description box down below. To the crew, Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me, and I am praying for you every single day. Until next time, I love you. God loves you. You are perfect, whole, and complete just the way that you are. And this has been Pitt State. Peace.